It's been a long time since I've ordered fish for myself. I'm super excited to get these in. The reason the box is open is the person who was home let me know that the box is really wet. So they wanted to make sure that everything was alive in there and there was no emergencies until I got home. So spoiler, I do know everything is alive in here. But I don't know, this is my first time looking inside. I just know that the person who helped me told me everything was alive in here. So that is good. And these are looking good. So these Plecos I've been looking for a long time. These are the Peppermint Bristlenose Plecos. And I got a group of 12, I think. Supposed to be small, but it looks like they were nice enough to include a nice big one in there with bristles. You can kind of see the size difference here. But this is a Pleco I've been looking for a really long time. And, you know, they're really hard to get, at least in the US. I feel like other countries have access to it and they're priced much better than us. And what's cool about these guys, you can see the white tips on the tail. They don't keep that when they become adults, but as fried, they're really nice. The package here, the way that they're packed, is really nice with the heat seal. That's something I do too with heat sealing. Except these bags are pretty cool. Looks like there was enough air for 3 in here, so this is actually, I like to see how everybody does their shipping. I'm always looking to improve my shipping. This looks to be really good, and there's a lot of fish in here that are doing well with that amount of air. So I use breather bags, but it looks like it can be done, you know, this way with the heat sealer with not as much air. I mean, 3 Plecos per bag is something that I wouldn't do personally, but it you know, it works well. These were overnighted and they were delayed in the mail, so it took 2 days to get to me. So these guys lasted 2 days in here. So I'm actually going to split these guys up into 2 tanks because I want to make sure that I don't lose the whole colony, you know, if anything happens. So I'm going to split them into 2 tanks and then we'll check on them once they're settled in. So I lied about splitting them up. They're actually pretty small and good size for this 10-gallon here. The second tank I had them planned for, I didn't like the way it looked. I'm afraid I disrupted the cycle, so I think it's just safer to put them in this 10-gallon for now, and it's up high so I get a good look at them and the temperature will be right for them. You know, we could get a better look at these guys. I mean, look at them. They look really, really good. I wish they kept the white tips as adults, but still, adults I've seen with just the full peppermint body there. You know, that's really pretty different bristlenose. And I'm going to let these guys sit with the quarantine trio of meds. I'm going to feed these guys just because they're so small, and I know they were fasted before they were shipped. Here's a good view of the first time I'm feeding these guys. I decided to put in some Rapashi. This is the bottom scratcher blend. I usually throw in like a scoop of community blend in with it because I just don't like the texture of the bottom scratcher by itself. And then, you know, mixes up some different vitamins and nutrients in there for them. Only had these guys at this point for 2 days. And they're definitely hungry. They're not shy, which is great. I'm going to be careful to watch the water parameters in here, being that it's only a 10-gallon. Ideally, I'd like them in at least a 20, but I'm sure I'll upgrade them once they're a little bit bigger, and that other tank looks more stable to me. But another advantage of this tank is that it's actually at eye level for me, where most of my Plecos are lower, so I don't get a good view on them. But with these guys, I definitely want to have the best view possible, be able to pick up anything going on right away. But luckily, it looks like these guys are nice and healthy. They did well with the shipping, even though the delay happened. So 2 days in the mail. But they're really pretty. I'm really happy with this group. If you're interested in getting some of these fish yourself, I did get these through Get Gills under Marshall's Fish. They let me know that they actually saw an aquabid as Roseline 17. So they did a great job. So definitely recommend if you're in the US and you're willing to pay for these guys. This is a really good source to breed them themselves. Alright, so far so good with these guys. Hopefully they just continue to do well for me. As they get a little bit bigger, I'll start spreading them out to different tanks and letting them grow out. Hopefully we get some breeding pairs out of this and get a nice colony going. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.